Alright, going to Cambry from halfway. So see how the snow is between here and there. I'll be crossing the Iowa border on a river. It's melting temperatures right now, but it's still pretty icy for walking around. I didn't do much walking around here because I don't really have anywhere to like hang out. I don't have any electricity. I didn't see any spots to, well, any great spots to go to the bathroom overnight. Alright, I gotta take a right somewhere, and I just forgot the name of it, but when I see the name of the road, I'll know. Record, yep, that's the one. And then this will take me straight back to 86, and I'll be on a long trek, hour-and-a-half drive to Cambry. Long drive. Whew. Hour and a half. I can't record that much in one go on this iPod at 15 gigabytes. You could easily do it at 30 gigabytes. So I gotta stop somewhere and transfer the information at maybe the hour mark or so, wherever there's a good spot to stop and transfer the information. I'm sure there'll probably be some kind of scenic route or whatever. Fairgrounds on the right, looks like they do RV camping for the fairgrounds. A lot of fairgrounds do RV camping over the winter time. Horses on the left, trying to eat grass on the other side of the fence. Yeah, this is a long drive. If there wasn't so much snow, I'd be interested in bicycling around. I was thinking Cornucopia would be pretty cool, that ghost town, which doesn't really have much left to it. But I can't deal with all this snow. Holy crap! Those mountains are just huge. They're just like a backdrop, a huge scenic backdrop that's almost comical, as huge as those mountains are. Oh man, it seems like my brake sticks a lot. I don't think it's working quite so good. I should probably check that fluid. I haven't checked it in a long time, and I keep complaining about not checking it. Oxbow Dam. Now Brownlee Dam, I did not see that on the route, but sometimes they can pop up even when you don't see it on the map. I was studying Google Maps as close as I could, but I just can never see everything. So I'm heading into these mountains. I don't see any road on the mountains, and I know it's all twisty and stuff on the map. 54 miles takes an hour and a half. So I'm not going 60 miles an hour all the way there, because I know a straight shot from Rice Lake, Wisconsin to Eau Claire, Wisconsin is about an hour, and you're able to go on a straightaway the whole time at 65, so you make it there in an hour. But there's going to be a lot of slowdowns around here, and I may not have to worry about slippage so much with there's a lot of fog that's just kind of following the ground, it's close to the ground. A lot of cows out. I don't see any udders. No udders on these cows. So this is the beef industry, and they slaughter them year-round. Keep that beef nice and fresh. I don't really care to eat much for beef. It's kind of it's just not that tasty of a meat to me. It's too greasy. I prefer chicken. I like fish, not all fish. maybe it's the type of beef that you need to eat, because I prefer some fish over others. I don't know if I could say I prefer any birds over any others. I like chicken, but you know, there are other birds out there, and they all do have their different textures and stringiness and all that. Turkey's good. I do like turkey too. There might be a kind of bird out there that's just that tastes terrible, but I don't know that, because I don't really get a chance to try a lot of different birds. Just the same one. A little creek running to my left. Okay, here's the road. It's getting it's curving into these mountains a little bit. This hill mountain going into a canyon, I guess you could call it. Yeah, there was talk of slough. You know, my only introduction to sloughs was being next to the river, being next to the ocean, being next to the Pacific Ocean. Can there be sloughs in the inland? Sloughs? I see them as something affected by the tidal waves. Waves up, sloughs up. Waves down, sloughs down. But inland, the waves don't affect anything. You know, it's so you know, I saw that on the map they called something a slough, and I'm like, maybe I need to relook at that definition of slough. Because I only saw it as something that's affected by the ocean. So I got a misconception there, I guess. So now this should be a canyon, because there's a little creek that's running to my right, and it's pretty deep. The canyon's over there. I'm looking over a canyon, maybe you could say. Still a lot of sagebrush around here. Holy crap, that guy's parked on the side of the road. Dog hanging his head out the window, licking its lips. Was that the guy that was ahead of me? He would have pulled over real quick if that was the case. Yeah, they're looking down the road, That was the guy. He just kind of quickly stopped. Strange. He's like, he looked at the map and he's like, holy crap, I got a long way to go to get to anywhere. To get open range cattle? What? They don't. What did they say? That the fences are down? Is that it? Open range cows? They just let them run around, let the coyotes and wolves at them. That's interesting. That just shows how far out in the country I am. But it's not a dirt road. It's a nice paved road. I mean, yeah, this is definitely out of the way for anywhere. There are few trees, deer, yeah. There's gonna be some wildlife out here. Alright. It's out there pretty well. Hendrick's quarter horses. The quartermaster. Like that, deer on the road, 2 deer on the road. 2 deer on the road. They're running away. They gotta get through that fence. They climbed right under it, through it. They went right through it. Okay. Deer know where that little spot is. Yeah, there's gonna be some wildlife out here. Nice road though. It's definitely a nice road for being out in the backcountry. Even though this is a paved road, it's pretty far in the backcountry. Because where I'm headed, man, it's like I gotta go north, wrap around, and then head south. I have to head north because there's a bridge up there. And yeah, if rocks? Really? That's a threat. But I'd have to head back to Baker City and then go from there if I wanted to get further into Idaho. There's only 2 ways from where I'm at. Either head back the way I came to take that major highway, or take 86 and explore new territory. I can see where the rocks are going to fall. Alright, and I much prefer checking out the new areas, the different areas. Never seen them before. Keeps me excited. Makes things interesting. And I can record it. You know, I got new stuff to record that looks interesting. Look back on later after. Oh my god, the road is kind of slick, kind of frozen looking. So, you gotta take it easy. I got a full tank of gas. It's just my biggest concern is the recording of this. I just want to be able to have a spot to pull over, in which I could pull over to the side of the road at any point and just transfer. And I'm confident I got enough juice on my laptop. I took the time to make like a movie going from Richland to halfway, and then it turns out that the upload is just too slow for it, so I had to stop it. I wasted half the laptop's battery life processing the movie, and then I just couldn't upload. So I'm running a less than 50% laptop's battery, and it's got to last me for a one transfer of a good hour-long video, which I believe it will. I think it could transfer two hour-long videos if I needed to, like checking other things out, and then get to I don't know what that other city is. I forget. I just looked at it, but the next city, the library is open from like 1 to 5, and it's 10:30 after 10:30 now, so it's it'll be pretty good timing if it works out. If that's a vulture, I think, that flew right above me. Looking for carcass. There's plenty of carcass at Richland. I'm a little surprised that there weren't birds circling around that guy's carcass pile, hanging on the fence. No hunting or trespassing, in green letters and yellow background. That's a different kind of sign. I don't know who would want to at this time of year. Yeah, you could hunt deer on the side of the road. Alright, so now it's quite a curvy disposition here, heading in places. Yeah, I gotta look out for the rocks, gotta pay attention. Rocks could definitely, they're kind of secured by the snow. Wait for that melt off. Yeah, there's rocks up there on my left just waiting to fall. They're like, just give me the right moment. And deer will loosen them, elk, if there are elk, antelope. Now, I saw that there was an antelope reservation in Oregon. I'd be interested to see if they're out around this area. Mostly deer. Antelope are a little, maybe so exotic that you just don't really see them much. I mean, that's why they got an antelope reservation and not so much a deer reservation. You don't even really see elk reservation, but elks are kind of protected. Elks are some tough beasts, and not, well, they're scared, but yeah, they could handle themselves if they needed to. Oh, it's a lot of, yeah, it's a wasteland out here. This place burns up in the summertime. It goes up in flames in the summer. Oh man, it's nothing but rock piles. These are just big old tall rock piles that man did not make. They were here before we came, and they just jut out. We just kind of carve a road into these rock piles and move on. There's probably gold. There's probably gold ores in them. 65 and really curvy? Or 45, okay, I'm going 40. And I'm actually, let's say more rocks. Another rocks warning. Yeah, it looks dangerous. It definitely looks like rocks could fall anywhere. I don't have any cars behind me, and I haven't passed any cars in minutes. It's been minutes. Imnaha Joseph. A junction? Imnaha. That's a unique name. More sagebrush, some pine trees, some pine trees a little spread out from each other. There's a creek, practically the size of a river, down, okay, crossing like a bridge here, with the river on my right side. I don't believe that's Snake River though. Some kind of a gate up on my left. Prevent people. It's definitely not a logging gate. Loggers don't come out here. Maybe they did. There's a lot of fallen trees on my right. Is that from a landslide? Okay, Joseph, take the left. Oh my God, they only plowed one. National recreational area. They plowed only one lane. Interesting. Hell's Canyon, Oxbow Dam in 7 miles. I'm seriously going to it. Well, I'd be interested in stopping at it. I don't know if I want to take the time to. Wow, it depends how much I want to record of this dam. I might need to take the time to transfer more information. I could do it. I could transfer some information. Yeah. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. It's a lot going on around here. As you move along, sit around, and it's gonna get boring quick. Be cool to. What is that on the top of that tree? I don't see any cell phone towers, so don't bother doing that. There's trees on the top of that hill. It's really sporadic for trees, and wow, the right side is all the mountains are covered in snow. The left side, it's all melted. It's interesting. And that's because the sun is hitting it directly on the left. Now there's some jagged, rough-looking rocks. Reddish rocks. Possibly lava-influenced, volcanic. Looks like brick houses. Like really, like a brick house. How you make a ancient brick house or something. Man, they look pretty cool. They look like a lot of fun they'd be a lot of fun to climb. I'll say that much. Oh yeah, like right here, pull off to the side, climb it. Not sure. The road doesn't get really busy. You could have some peace and quiet. Yeah, because it's all like, there's no snow, rocks, of course. It's just vertical face. A lot of vertical faces. How this erosion works is very unique. Somebody lives here on the right, but they haven't been here in a while because of snow. There's no tracks. There's no road tracks. They abandoned that house. That's an abandoned house. Oh yeah, rocks could definitely fall. I just passed a truck, so I'm guessing that there are no rocks in the road. That because he would have hit them. He would have run over that rock for me. Alright, so it's. Oh man. So I'm seeing a few more cars. I find myself looking up at all these land features. It's definitely not boring. The speed I'm moving. Oh man, that water is moving fast. At the speed I'm moving, yeah, I gotta move slow. 35 miles for this curve. I mean, I've been on many curvy roads now throughout Washington along that coast, but it's different because the trees on the side of the road would cover up a lot of the features. You don't have any major problems with the trees getting in the way of you seeing around the area. You can see for miles. Hell's Canyon bed and breakfast, and there's a Wi-Fi connection. I need more electricity. Although, I don't have the time. I'm sure it's throttled. Let's say I could upload it on the video onto the internet and then later download it on my iPad or my laptop. Drive sober. Okay. Alright, looks like they did something about this rock slide. Put some fencing up on it. Looks like some good fencing. Take that to the farm. Okay, I'm going downhill. On the right is a pretty fast rapid. I'm pretty sure that's not Snake River still. Snake River, just you could see it on the map as a wider river. This is probably more of a creek, I guess. Okay, I can pull over to the side on the right there, but whatever. If they had some kind of scenic information, I'd be interested in that. Anything for this video, if it's going to be an hour and a half drive, anything over 30 minutes, I'm at 21 minutes, anything over 30 minutes of driving, I'll start considering pulling over and transferring the information. Like the dam, maybe. Because then I could fill up that last hour. I could actually sit on that hour of upload time, or of recording, I mean, because I could fill this iPod up with an hour. Anything over an hour, though, I get a little more concerned. The memory storage turns red when it gets close to being full. I've been there a few times, and I don't really care to drive so far. I'd rather a library be closer, or just internet be closer. But I have to rely on libraries because I don't know any places that are going to have internet for me. And then on top of that, I don't even know if the library is going to have a fast upload, because the one in Halfway certainly slow. Richland's reasonable. Halfway's slow. But then again, if it's slow, if I can have electricity, then it may not be so bad. I can wait out, 5-minute video for 8 hours if I can get electricity and some security. I've walked away from my computer many times. Never had anything stolen, but that doesn't mean that you could just do that anywhere. I've picked and chosen where I feel safe, where I feel like it's safe to walk away from my computer at in the library. Congestion. Why is there congestion? Because of this hillside bed and breakfast? Why are they having a congestion, a traffic congestion issue? Oh, that's pretty scenic. I should just stop on the road and stare. I bet a lot of people slow down and look at that scenery. Scott's Hell's Canyon outdoor supplies. An outdoor. What are we gonna need that outdoor supply stuff for? There's just only on the map. It only shows small plots for camping outdoors, and a lot of people live in their RVs. What is this on the right? A bunch of trailer park activity. Barely any cars though. Barely any cars. Like either they're off to their jobs during the day, or they're just gone for the winter. Hard to say. This would be an incredible place to live for a week maybe at tops, before you get bored and want to get the heck out of here. Some people can live here for years. I don't know how they do it. How do you do it? Where do you find the motivation to stick around an area for a very long time? Where did I find the motivation to stick around one small area for a long period of time? Hard to do. It was hard. I was depressed. That's it. You just deal with depression a lot, and the lack of exploration. I tried exploring on the internet a lot, looking for new things. I just sit there and surf. Quite an interesting rock face on the left. Quite spectacular. Whoa, that guy's living a little too close to the river. You could see erosion. It's probably creeping closer to his house. He can't be, he's got it blocked off. You can't be too naive to think that's not going to erode away to his house foundation and cause problems. There's an RV up above me on the left. What is going on up there? How did he really had to climb to get up there, I think. That looks tricky. It was just a dirt road and it looks soft dirt too. But I forget what I was saying now. Yeah, how can you live out here? Put up with depression. I would surf the internet constantly looking for things, try to keep my mind occupied, but it just wasn't enough. Traveling feels a little bit more rewarding, but it's like I wouldn't have the money to do it so much like this. It's very convenient to be able to just drive like this. I think I'd prefer walking or bicycling, but the roads are terrible. I mean, I can't. It's hard to imagine having to bicycle this. Is this the dam? There's a bridge. Do I take a right here? Oh my God, already? Oh no, I don't know. Cambridge to the right. What's straight ahead? There's a lot of, oh, did I just kill? Private road. Travel at your own risk. Okay, so there was, yeah, there's camping, RV, power plant lane, hatchery. What do you mean private road? Which way do I go? Brownlee Dam, Cambridge. Well, I think I want to check the Brownlee Dam out. But it said this is a private road? Oh, I don't know. Doesn't look like it'd be much of a dam. Okay, now I'm off course. It's very unique out here. It said private road, but this is the way to Cambridge. I mean, not this road. I actually did get off of the Cambridge road. This is probably the private road. And then, yeah. Well, I guess I could just have a short video for power plant lane. I don't want to drive down that. That looks a little steep. Oh, I don't want to go through that dirt road either. Oh. It doesn't really say no parking. Oxbow Dam Road. Well, it doesn't say no parking here. So, I question